This is your life. You know, it doesn't look like your life. It looks like a glass of water, which it is. But not only is it your life, it's my life. And what it symbolizes is how we are doing in our relationship with God. And sometimes there's seasons of my life like this where I'm reading the Bible and I'm really understanding it and I'm seeing God and the things around me and I'm having great relationships with people and my life is like this. And God just continues to fill me, man. And when He fills me, I fill to overflowing and I pour into the other people around me. And every time God fills me, God fills other people. And just everybody is having a great experience through that. I love those seasons. There's other seasons of my life where I'm kind of like this glass and I'm not very full. I'm just kind of half full or maybe a little less than half full. And these are seasons when I'm just way too busy and I'm not taking the time to really get to know God. I'm just kind of, maybe going through the motions. I'm really not reading the Bible that much. And if I am, then I'm still not maybe receiving as much because I'm trying to rush it. I'm not journaling. I'm not meditating. I'm just living, And so what I do in seasons like this is I have to give what I have from God to other people. It's important. And then I get a little bit more from God, and then I fill a little bit more out, and then I get a little bit more from God, and I pour a little bit more out until finally I don't have anything left to give anybody. And if that goes on very long, I become like this red plastic cup. And this red plastic cup symbolizes those times in my life when I go to get from God, and it just goes right through me into other people. Because you see, this cup is just like a funnel. And everything that I receive from God just goes straight into the other people. And in times like this, I'm only really praying for other people. I'm praying for their well-being. I'm not praying to get to know God. And when I read the Bible, I'm just reading the Bible to find something to say to these people that God has given me to lead. I hate living life like this. In seasons like this, when we're kind of half full and we're giving away as much as we can, these people down here that are receiving, what they're saying? They're saying, man, you really have got so much from God, and thank you so much because you really have it all locked in. But what they don't know is that you are fast becoming empty, and it's getting desperate for a refilling. Ever been in a situation like this before? Has your life ever felt like this before? Today is our final day together, day 27, and so I wanted to talk about the most important thing that we had to talk about, and that is our relationship with Jesus Christ. And we should always be evaluating what our relationship with God is like, okay? So we should always be looking, am I half full, am I full, am I completely empty and just, pouring out to other people? How's that working? We should be noticing, am I understanding the Bible? Is it really connecting with me? And are things jumping off the page at me? Is my life being changed by it? In my times of prayer, am I finding prayer to come easy? Are things going really good? Do I see Christ in the things and the people around me all the time or not? We need to see and pay attention to how that's going in our lives. Another way to look at it is maybe a gas gauge on a car. Is your gauge full? Is the gauge medium? Is the gauge empty? Maybe every time we get in the car, we get behind the wheel, we look at that gauge. Maybe that's just something we see. How am I doing, God? How are things going? Some of you may be watching this video and you don't have a relationship with God at all. And you certainly have the opportunity through Jesus Christ to know God and have a great relationship with Him. And all you have to do that is to believe that God raised Him from the dead and that He died with your mistakes and my mistakes on Him, and then give your life to Him and start to live for Him. And He'll save you and your life can be different. For those of us that have already made that decision, we have some other things going on. How full are we? Now, like I said, this is our last day, and I want to make sure that today we do something that we can carry on the next day and the next day and the next week and the next month. And so today, you're going to be spending some time with God, spending some time trying to get these glasses in the right order here in our lives and filled up. Hopefully this has been something that's just been really meaningful for you over the last 6 weeks. Hopefully it's been something that you have really given your life to and something that God has spoken to you on a personal level and also made you better and better as a worship leader. I hope that's been the case. If you have some more questions and some things that you want to talk about with me, feel free to go to worshipcatalyst.com and send me an email, and I would love to start a conversation with you like that. As we finish up, I want to give you a blessing. In Numbers chapter 6, God gives Moses a blessing to give to Aaron so that Aaron and the other priests can bless the people of Israel. And the promise was that every time that the blessing was given to the people, that God's blessing would go with them as well. So I want you to receive a different blessing today than the one in Numbers chapter 6. But it goes like this. Receive this. The Lord bless you and keep you. And may the Lord lead you as you lead others diligently. And may you and the other people around you learn how to know God better. And may you and the other people around you love one another deeply. Amen. Hey, it's been fun, guys. God bless you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.